What's up guys, Yegi here. Today we're going to talk about ways to persuade someone to be on your side. In specific, I will share 10 different ways that you can practice being more persuasive. Number 1, during a discussion, if you and another person are talking about something specific, don't just go right off the bat and disagree with them. Instead, first, you want to repeat what they said. So they're already starting off with saying, okay, well, we're on the same side. Number 2, you want to validate them. You want to tell them that at one point you did feel exactly the way that they feel and you totally understand where they're coming from. But then you want to give them a reason or a couple of reasons of why it may be worth giving your idea a try. Number 3, you want to use their name in your discussion. So keep repeating somebody's name at least 3 times while you're trying to be persuasive or getting them to your side. Number 4, you always want your opponent to know that you may be wrong. This opens up their mind to believing that, hey, if you could be wrong, then maybe I could be wrong. And the tension is broken, so they're more open to listening to what you have to say. The way you can open is by saying, hey, I may be wrong. Let's examine the facts instead. This works because unless you give them a reason to listen, people always believe what they want to believe. They won't even listen to be able to hear you out and get on your side. Number 5 is timing. Make sure that your timing is right. You don't want to start persuading someone if they're in the middle of a very busy week with very important meetings, if it's something that has to do with business. And same with family. If somebody's having a really bad day, that's not the right day to approach them. Take some time to get to know the right timing for the person you are going to approach. Number 6, keep having them say yes to your questions. The key here is to try to have them say yes to easy questions before your big ask. So you have to make sure you're asking questions that the person in front of you, there's no way they can say no to. An easy example would be, do you want to be rich? I mean, who would answer no to that? If you really pay attention, this is a technique that salespeople, even charity organizations, and ads use in order to persuade you to do what they want you to do. So why not you start using it as well? Number 7, make yourself scarce. Make sure they know that your offer can expire or your products can sell out. Everybody wants what they can't have, so don't be too available. Number 8, dress the part and look the part, and this will also make you confident to really sell or persuade your opponent. Number 9, do something in return for them. Everybody likes a give and take, so if you do something, and they will do the other thing in return for you. Number 10, lastly, this is super important. It is a life skill that everybody should learn or know. We don't want to persuade people just to be right. We're not arguing to win and be right. We're arguing instead to persuade the other people to be on our side. Because being right does not mean you win. To illustrate, I will read a section from the book by Dale Carnegie called How to Win Friends and Influence People. Mr. S, a young New York attorney, once argued a rather important case before the U.S. Supreme Court. The case involved a considerable sum of money and an important question of law. During the argument, one of the Supreme Court justices said to him, "The statute of limitation is 6 years. Mr. S stopped, stared at the justice for a moment, and then said bluntly, "Your Honor, there is no statute of limitation on this." A hush fell on the court. Now, even though Mr. S was right on the specific fact of the law, do you think the judge was going to be on his side now that he has just called the judge out, somebody very powerful, that they were wrong in front of everybody? The lesson from this is for you to keep in mind that you're persuading to win in the situation and also be liked by the person in front of you or in the group. You're not persuading to be right. Well, I hope you keep these 10 things in mind next time you're trying to persuade or keep somebody on your side. please comment below. I would like to see what you think and your thoughts about the topic. And like, subscribe, share, do all of that. Again, Yegi here. Have a great rest of your day. Bye.